Hello again. What did I hear? I know, caught a little bit of Greta Van Susteren. And she had a police lieutenant on from Baltimore. You know, Baltimore, that peaceful city that right now is number 6 in the nation for being the most dangerous city to live in. That same city that's sort of climbing the ladder. I don't know how long it'll take, but I gotta believe they're heading to be, well, they might not be first. I think Chicago is gonna probably maintain that honor. But what was interesting, actually it was somewhat frightening, the police lieutenant said that they're more afraid of being arrested than being shot by the criminals that are in the city. Now here's a police lieutenant telling Greta Van Susteren that the police are more afraid of being arrested than being shot by the criminals, by those, you know, savages that run around killing people. When you've got a police force that's more afraid of being arrested, and who's going to arrest them? Well, looks like the people that run their Justice Department, people like Marilyn Mosby, people like Stephanie Burke. Stephanie Burke's the mayor of Baltimore. The police work for the mayor. Can you see how screwed up this whole picture is? It's exactly what happened in New York with Mayor Bill de Blasio. It's the exact same scenario, but on a much different scale. Bill de Blasio, he didn't go and arrest the police. He wanted them investigated, but he didn't arrest the police. This Marilyn Mosby went ahead, and not only did she arrest them, she charged them, a couple of them, with murder. The driver of the paddy wagon was charged with the most serious crime. You know, I've made countless videos on this. Freddie Gray had his neck broken before he was put in the paddy wagon. He couldn't talk and he couldn't walk. Anyone, even a blind man that's temporarily blinded, well, not blinded, but my vision's impaired, can see. Look at the video. Look at how Freddie Gray's legs are dangling beneath him. His neck was broken accidentally when an officer pressed his knee on his neck. The autopsy report, according to what we were told, showed that his voice box, his larynx, was crushed. He couldn't talk. Marilyn Mosby was trying to grandstand, and the mayor, Stephanie Burke, was doing Obama's bidding. Tell the cops to stand down, and they did. And now they're all terrified of being arrested by their own mayor, by their own attorney general, by Loretta Lynch. It's not going to get any better. It can't get any better unless the upper echelon is removed from power. It can't get any better until the charges are dropped against these police officers. It can't get any better until Stephanie Burke is thrown out of office. It can't get any better until Marilyn Mosby is disbarred. And the likelihood of any of those events taking place are next to nil, because the whole system's corrupt. When you've got a police lieutenant telling Greta Van Susteren they're more afraid of being arrested than being shot by the criminals, you expect them to go out in the streets to try to protect the law-abiding citizen? First, they got to find the law-abiding citizen. The majority of them in that city are savages. That's why they've had 38 homicides. And that number is not going to decrease. The police can't do their jobs. They're afraid of doing their jobs. That's why the arrests are down the way they're down. Only the most violent criminal will be arrested. They're afraid of being prosecuted the way those 6 officers got prosecuted. That's sort of what I think. That's sort of what any sane person would think. The mayor has to go. The attorney general has to be disbarred. Marilyn Mosby needs to lose her law license. And Stephanie Burke needs to go find a job at Ralph's. Mayor, what a complete joke. Bunch of jackasses. That's what they all are. Jackasses. That's sort of what I think. I'm not even going to ask you what you think.